All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to take a look at mono white aggro, but this time because of a particular card, Surge of Salvation. Seems to be the thing that's popping up, so I figured, hey, let's play a version of it and see if it's any good. So for starters, if you don't know what Surge of Salvation is, it's a 1-mana instant that lets you and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. This does mean that even against mono red, if they try to just burn your dome, you could play it and protect yourself and your creatures, which is pretty sweet. But you also get to prevent all damage that black or red sources would deal that turn. So it's actually a pretty sweet card overall. And it's very, very cheap, which means you can play it under Thalia, which is great. Speaking of which, Thalia is going to be on the list, no surprise. We're playing humans, we're going to have a little bit of a soldier component, you definitely want it. We're going to be playing Hoplite Initiate. This card's actually super good. Not really much to say, and it lets you destroy artifacts and enchantment. We're going to be playing Recruitment Officer as well. It's a 2-1 for 1. I don't know how often we're going to activate Recruitment Officer's ability, but it's just an aggressive creature. Speaking of recruitment, I'd like to recruit you to go use CoolStuffInc.com. They have cool stuff in stock all the time. You can get all types of game stuff, not just Magic. And no matter what you get, you can use code DRAGON at checkout and save 5%. You'll be saving some money, getting some cool stuff, and you'll be supporting me here over on the YouTubes. So go do it. I'd appreciate it. Let's finish up this deck list though. Moving on, we do have Copper Coat Vanguard, protects your other creatures, +1 to all your attackers, awesome. We're going to be playing some Resolute Reinforcements, not a surprise, it flashes in. Good card to have post Sweeper, because you don't have to dedicate to the battlefield, which is nice, and some combat tricks. Obviously, we're going to play Valiant Veteran, because it pumps up our team, all those other soldiers we're going to have. And Adeline Resplendent, who's not a soldier, happens to be a knight, but does give us more tokens that happen to be humans, so that's pretty sweet. And we have some Brutal Cathar to keep some stuff out of the way. And we're going to top that off also with some Phyrexian Vindicator, which is the best card to have against mono red. So yeah, other than that, it's just some lands. That is going to be the full deck list. If you want to see the list, it'll be at the end of the video. We'll talk about if we want to make changes or not. And if you want to download it, you can go to the description, look for the blue arrows. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can get this deck list and see everything else we played throughout the season as well. But y'all go have some fun with this. It should be a fun update. And we'll talk on the back in the video about what we learned. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I don't think you ever really want to lead with a Valiant Veteran as your first creature. So even as good as this hand was, I was very tempted to throw it back, believe it or not. For these very situations, because against black, you're going to lose this creature pretty much guaranteed. All right. All right. And the problem here is if they use a cut down on that, they can then use a cut down on this. But it looks like they don't have it. Or maybe they're just testing if we would block first, like we forgot the text on the vermin. Oh, they just had a Prowler. So are we just doing rats? Okay. Interesting. Would not have guessed that to be the scenario, but here we are. Let's see. Well, if we do this, now we can protect stuff with that. So that's a thing. Okay, I'm down to attack. Sure. Playing it a little bit safe here. Just see what the opponent's up to. You got you a Fur Master. So it is rats. I mean, it sounded like I was just being silly, but there actually are rats. Okay. We're going to flash these in. And we're going to block one of them. Love to see it. We did not get an untapped land, which is what I was really hoping for there. Would have been huge. All right, you got it. Yep. He gone. Big rat. All right, so something with lifelink and the toxic one you can proliferate. All right, seems fine. We ain't too worried. I could exile that other guy, but I don't think we want to. I think we want to do this since we have a Surge of Salvation in hand. And this prevents all damage from black or red sources. Cool. I think we're going to go in with these. So you do what you won't do, opponent. That's it? All right. I mean, opponent can play multiple things here. Opponent discards a card? Sure, probably this, because we're a couple turns from even playing that. Though I could have just straight up discarded Adeline, because we already have one, so maybe that's smarter. Alright, you got your little dude. Can't be blocked. I say that, Deck's like, really? You weren't going to cast this now, huh? I mean, I guess we get rid of this guy, though it does potentially let them reload their hand, but, you know, such is life. All right, you got it. Kill the Cathar, get your dude back. All right, we knew that was there. Did they find anything? If not, we might be all out attacking next turn. Okay, well, they have more blockers. Oh, they have a lot more blockers. That's legit. And of course, we actually drew the thing. That's so funny. Okay. How do we want to go about this? We attack, opponent blocks. If we were to block with this, they could block into turn. So we don't want Cathar getting into the action here. It's basically how this works out. So let's send this at the opponent. This, and this over here. So we're going to lose the Coppercoat Scouts no matter what if we do that. Let me think about this. I think it's just send both of these at the opponents and the extra token at the opponents. Just get them to expend some cards here, basically. Alright. I now hope they just draw a land. Yeah, we got nothing to proliferate, so that's fine. Alright. I mean, they can still draw and discard here. Oh, they do have lifelink, so we got to get rid of that first. Yep, make a blocker. Good stuff. Still in it. Still in it to win it. Okay, that's actually not bad. So now we attack. Attack. Block. They gain 4. All right, so we're just going to do nothing here. Opponent's at 7. We get to flash this in. All right, we'll just do that now. Now we put them in a spot where we'll have, they've got 4 blockers to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. And right now, 3 of them getting through. Oh, well, they found another creature. All right. What do we want to remove? The life gainer. That's what we want to remove. Oh, does that do enough? We get rid of the other 4-power creature, attack with everything. They block 1, 2, 3, and then definitely take 7. All right, cool. I guess I could have got rid of the rat fur guy too, but whatever. Alright, I'm gonna admit having a couple of Iganjos not great, but not the worst thing either. So we're gonna go with this. And we're kind of going to have 2 shots to try to get rid of a Rot Priest, maybe with Ossification and Cathar, but realistically, if they leave mana open, we're kind of wrecked here. And I'll block if they want to tap out to kill our initiate. I'm okay. I'm assuming they're going to Tyvar stay in here, which does leave us with the poison, but then we can remove that because they don't have any defenses. Otherwise, I'm not sure why they're attacking here. Oh. Okay, that's kind of the same thing. Interesting choice, though. But we'll take it. Alright, Rot Priest it is. And nothing else behind it, huh? Now this is interesting. I mean, I guess we go for it. They probably have something here. Oh, they didn't. We just got it straight up. Oh man, getting to deal with 2 Rot Priests early is huge. Oh, and we got to flip our Duder. Oh man. This is the best news ever. All right, I'm going to tap this. Play this. Keep the new one. Tap the new one. Play this. All right. We're rocking and rolling now. Because now, even if they did something to get rid of the Brute, and they're able to do something to the Rot Priest, we don't mind. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to keep this one. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I'd call it good, but if we can get more land, obviously. But this is a kind of an interesting start here. All right. Let's see how aggressive we can get away with being. I think I'm still going to Copper Coat first, most likely. Oh, Rot Priest. Love it. Not really. But, you know, is what it is. Let's play this guy and attack. And if they just want to block, kill our thing, like, so be it. Alright, they chose not to. I would really love to draw some other land deck so we could save the Saiganjo for emergencies. Ledger Shredder. Alright. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I did not expect to see Ledger Shredder. So that's something. Alright, well, they do have some defensive cards. Question is just which ones you got. I guess if I assumed they had it, I should have targeted Ledger Shredder so they're not getting a free target on their Rot Priest, but it's whatever, I guess. We take one more poison here. Yeah. That's fine. We can live with it. I guess I could have also attacked first, bait them into blocking with one and using it, and then maybe target something else could have been a thing. Don't know how beneficial that would have been, but an option. All right, untap land, so we can have some choices, whether we just want to play a big Vindicator or if we want to go in with Copper Coat and a Valiant Veteran. There's value in both of them. All right, so what's this thing do? Put a +1/+1 cat and then tap up to one target creature you don't control, and that creature doesn't untap. Okay, that's fine. It's not really here nor there in the grand scheme of things. I guess our plan is going to be play this guy and attack with what we can, I guess. I don't know if they want to trade anything or not. We're just going to test the waters to find out. Hey, I'll take it if that's what's going down. Cool. Okay, they've got one card for sure that targets possibly a second. Blocking really isn't an option here. Ooh, Contaminator. A little bit of a problem. But we will have 4 power attackers. Alright. Then we kind of got to keep on keeping on here. Kind of interesting that we got back-to-back poison decks, or toxic decks, but... Alright, opponent's at 8. And we have reasonable blockers now. I would love to get a 4th land, so that we can do this and this on the same turn. Alright, they're not attacking. Interesting. Go with this then. And, sure, I guess we're just attacking. They'll save something. If they kill both our veterans, that hurts, but we'll just live with it, I guess. They're going to have to use something defensively here. Probably something just saves both blockers. Unless it's a Tyvar stand, then that really sucks. Because then they get to kill 2 things, and that's hurtful. But is what it is. Looks like it is exactly a Tyvar stand. That's unfortunate. Yep. Not much we can do about it, though. Oh, we don't lose both things. They left mana open. Oh, why did they do that? Why would... Are they going to fight something? No? Okay, they're putting us to 5 poison. They can put us at 6, 7. Okay, maybe they can kill us next turn. That's unfortunate. But I mean, if they can, they can, I guess. I mean, we're only at 5. There's a bunch of ways. I mean, they only need really one more thing. Well, I guess this costs 3. And we can block one on the ground for sure. Alright, Shredder blocks. That's good for them. I mean, I guess if we can get something else that pumps our team, that works too. Alright, we're still alive somehow. Still getting in there. Okay, how bad do we want to attack with the veteran? I mean, I guess we attack. What are we doing otherwise, right? Just go get it. Force them to block, I guess. I'm assuming they have some other defensive thing, because that's what the deck is. But, I mean... Not a lot we can do about it. Yep. 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 And... Really? No, there's got to be an effect here to save something. I'm not buying that. I was going to say, it was about to be crazy if it didn't. That was about to be bananas. Alright, so we're going to go to 7 poison. Ugh. Alright. How do we lose here at 7? We can't play a creature, because then they would just tap it. And then that would be 8, 9, 10 when they get through. So we actually have to let this go. Flash in the reinforcement, since that's sorcery speed. And then I think we're okay. I mean, if they have 2 things that target, we die anyway, right? If the thing in hand targets and they have that, we can't, if it costs 1. which most of their stuff does. Man, we took too long to get that 4th land. I don't know. It might be too late. We'll see. Okay, actually, if that's it, as long as that last thing doesn't cost 1, we're all right. Wait. Okay, they didn't have anything. All right, cool. I'll take it. Oh, no. You know what? Do as I say, not as I do. Do not keep 1 land hands. But I'm going to keep this. I got 2 draws to draw 1 land. That's basically what this is all about. Okay, I failed on the first. Do we fail also on the second? Let's find out. Well, Darren Epic here. Sure. All right. This is it. We got there. At least get to play cards. That's what's important right now. Don't know if I want to attack there. We'll wait. Not completely sure what they're trying to do yet. And it could have just been attack, trade, I lose the better creature, and then they killed Thalia, and that would have just felt bad. Nope. Looks like a play with fire. Might be in Thalia's future. Oh, Fault Surge. Same thing. For all practical intents and purposes, that's the same thing. Yeah, why not? You can trade. Sure. Criminal Synthesizer, cool. Exiles. Hey, that plays. Play it and tap something. And it's a jump blocker. Nope. They're just going digging for land. Yeah. That's a tough one. It looks like the opponent was... Well, actually, I don't even know. I was going to say maybe trying to play ninjutsu, but they had the thing that taps stuff. This maybe is treasure-based or something, token-based. Wish I could have seen more of the opponent's deck. I'm not 100% sure what they were trying to do there, but we'll take the win. Okay, let's go. Man, if we can find a 2-mana thing on turn 3 and then get a 4th land on turn 4, ooh, this hand will be smoking. That's a lot of ifs, though. That's a lot of ifs. I would much rather that die than Thalia. I didn't say I wanted another Thalia deck. I was just telling you that it's okay as long as Thalia doesn't die. That's all. However, this is a great deck to have Phyrexian Vindicator against. Alright, end the turn. Come on, land. Come on. Actually, white land. I don't want one of my 2 colorless lands popping up right now. Sure, it can die. I mean, we have another one, so if we don't get a 4th land, or 4th white land, we'll just let Thalia do its thing. Alright, didn't get it, so we'll go with this. And this. And attack for 1. Alright, 17. Sure, she eats it. There we go. That's all we were holding out for. This thing almost always does it against mono red. Like, if they hit it for 5 here, we get to hit them for 5, and then we attack for 4. Like, yep. Blast you. Exactly. Like, doesn't kill it. It just does 5. What are we doing with it? You know what? I'm going to keep this. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but let's go for it. I might have too many lands in my opener if I were guessing, but that's okay. Sure, you got it. I'm assuming they're playing some type of ramp thing to just get to a Tali or a Breach. That's usually what happens when we see the black-red decks also playing Requisitioner. And that's exactly what it is. There's a breach over there. How did we know? Sometimes you just know things. All right, so they were willing to do that to get rid of her. So, like, what are we... All right, let's pass right quick. Because we can play a Brutal Cathar next turn and protect it. And we can just take some damage here, and I think that's okay. Especially if the opponent's hand is slowed down here. Because they're missing land. Yeah, they're already dead. That was kind of a quick one, but the plan here was going to be flash in reinforcements. If they have cut down or something, whatever. They're just 1/1s. Then play Brutal Cathar to get rid of their Requisitioner, taking away their option to potentially get the extra treasure since they were short on land. Protect it with Surge of Salvation. And that's if they even have anything to play. Their hand might have been super slow because it's that type of deck. If they don't play anything, then we just get a 3/3 and start going to town with First Strike. If they do, we protect it. Then we start attacking with either 3 or 5 damage, depending on what we have, and then make our way toward the end of the game. So, yeah, not a bad one. Again, kind of an unfortunate game that I'll probably still include in the video here, because it's still kind of showing what can happen to those decks if you also don't help them out and give them the treasure. But yeah, we'll take the win just the same. We'll keep this one. Not a lot to really discuss. This is just a solid hand. I mean, things can die, but you know, if they die, they die. All right. Just have to figure out the order that's best for everything here. Like, are we trying to Copper Coat Scout first, or... Oh, nope, we're trying to Thalia first. That's the correct answer here. Trying to Thalia first. Oh, they're going to kill our little recruitment officer? Sure. Likely means there's just a lightning strike for Thalia next turn. But if so, the opponent will have expended quite a few cards to deal with their stuff. And that's not the worst case scenario. Yeah, that's alright. We can live with that. And then let's see what they're packing here. I'm actually... that doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, let's just do this. And I can either 0-4 to block some... Well, 1-4 to block something. Nah, I'm going to do this to take the +1/+1 off that Phoenix, even if they have something. And their removal will have now dealt with those instead of these, which would be really nice. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I'll kill a Swift Spear all day. That's great. That is fantastico, as some might say. We're going to get our attacks on. Pass the turn. Yep, ain't even worried about that card. Yep, we ain't trading for that, but you can have a token. Oh, not that. I want to use that to kill it. Forgot the token didn't actually get the bonus there. Alright, we're just going to start getting in. Try to end this thing. Alright, bonus at 9. We got it. We have way more than enough. Alright. Okay, I guess we're into it. Been on the draw a couple of times, but not too bad. Gonna cut down our little duder. Nope, just making a quality blocker. That makes sense. What do I want to do? I feel like I kind of want to play this and then Copper Coat next turn and try to protect it, but because they're playing so much removal, I mean, it just doesn't feel worth it otherwise. Sure, attack, you can trade. Oh, they don't even want to trade. Wow, why not? Wonder what that's about. Oh, you want to draw cards. That's fair. That kind of makes sense. All right. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Ooh, I really want to play you, but you're going to mess up my plans for now. So we're just going to go with this. And I guess attack. And trade for both, I suppose. If they don't do a block, I guess that means they have another Guardian, right? Because nothing else would make sense here. All right. I'm going to assume that's what it is. Otherwise, you would have traded there. Nope, it's just a straight up Spirited Companion. Interesting. Then why weren't we blocking? I mean, were there just no other creatures in hand? Huh. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, I guess. Coppercoat's gonna eat a go for the throats. Huh. How do I feel about that? If I attack, they can still double block and kill that anyway. Okay, I think we just have to let it go. I think it's more important to probably try to protect Thalia here. So, I'm not going to fight over that. I'm not going to attack either. I mean, if the opponent gets to another land and they just have Sunfall anyway, this is all kind of moot, so it's whatever. Yeah, I don't think we're doing much against this in a best of one scenario. Yeah, that's not the card we wanted to draw here, that is for sure. Alright. If they have a thing, they have a thing. How bad is it for us? I mean, our only hope could be that maybe it's just a depopulate. We can protect the Insat. Can't really protect against mass exile. The opponent has it. I'll probably just concede so we can move to another game. Alright, Soren. Fair. Tough, but fair.
I take no joy.
Yep. Go ahead and flash this in. Oh, how now, brown cow? That, What do you want to do about that? Wasn't expecting to draw this. Dang. Well, I mean, we get rid of the Guardian. And we attack with everything at Soren. I'm assuming Thalia gets blocked. That's unfortunate. But, you know, cost of life. Maybe we don't even attack with Thalia, actually. I think we just do this. Alright, if we attack this at you and 1, 2, 3, 4 things at Soren, you could block with 3. Man. Sadly, I have to get rid of this or I can't even really get any quality attacks, which is the downside. Alright, so attacking 1, 2, 3. If we block here, I mean... Alright. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is. Yep. And you gotta block another token to keep the Planeswalker. Alright, that works. Now, I might have been too conservative trying to save Thalia there. I probably should have just got her in. Made sure we got rid of Soren, but that's tough.
My ways are not for the weak.
Yeah, now that they have the other land, it doesn't even matter that we have Thalia, truthfully. Yeah, they're going to wipe the board. All right, GG's. There's no other reason they're attacking there. They would save the block otherwise. Come on with it. Just show me the farewell so we can move on. All right, let's go. Ooh, going first, we can't keep a one-lander on that. That's tough. Keep this. The whole reason we're doing this is Surge of Salvation, but I don't want to keep that with the way the hand's shaped up. So let's go. I would probably regret my decision later, but for now, let's do our thing. All right, opponent got a forest. Not what I thought they were going to get. Interesting. This might be bad. Thalia might not be great if this is just some type of creature deck. Green white even. Huh. Interesting. Some type of counters deck. Alright, well, I guess we'll just get rid of that. Though, to be fair, I should have attacked first because they didn't have a quality block there. Okay, well, that's it. Oh. Alrighty. I guess we keep this. It's not the flashiest, but it'll have to do. It's not bad enough to throw back. Let's go. Oh, they're doing the same thing we're doing. That's unfortunate. And we did not find an extra land. We found a worthless Thalia in this fight. I say worthless, not really worthless. But we much rather would have had some amount of lands for Brutal Cathars or be able to set these shenanigans up. Would have helped a lot. Yeah, I think we're just going to pass. Okay. Those are going to get bigger next turn, which is going to suck. Well, I guess we got to do something. Pass. Hopefully they don't get a land for their Cathars, because I'm sure they're thinking the same thing we are. Oh, Knight Errant. Yep, I do like that card. That card's good. They got their own Thalia and an out-of-line. Great. And we have nothing extra to show for our efforts here. Oh, man, that hurts. All right. Not a lot we can do. Guardian's great. Great, great, great. All right, might as well flash in some more stuff. This is so weird that we're both on 2 lands. Like, we're both kind of just looking for a breakout card here. I mean, I guess I'm just going to go into a series of veterans. Let's see. If we attack with all of these, they could do some funky combinations of double blockings. Discarding cards. Man, is it worth it? I feel like it is. And I have another Thalia, so F it. All those get in there. This might be my only shot. I mean, we got to do something. And what's bad is I know they're also holding on to Brutal Cathars, just waiting. Like, this is rough. The good news is we do have another Valiant Veteran. If we get a land, we could play 2 spells or a Cathar of our own. So we'll just see what's up. So the opponent... Okay, I see what you did. So it's just, do we want to cost them a card? The answer is no. I will just kill all the small things first. Yeah, we'll take out the 2 more. Actually, yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that all works. I mean, that seemed like a pretty good attack. That ain't bad. I'll take that. All right, what do they got? Their own Thalia now? Ossification. Gets rid of a veteran. Yep. Makes sense. Oh, and all we have is another lowly Thalia. All right, might as well get one out there. Especially since apparently they had ossifications that they're not getting to play, so sure. All right, Copper Coat. That's actually really good. I would have liked some Copper Coats at one point. Oh, you're kidding. Come on, man. No attacks. This is brutal. And I know as soon as they get a land, they're breaking it wide open. So this is tough. We literally reached a point in this game where it's almost whoever gets a land, third land first. Yeah, that would be nice too, but that ain't happening. I mean, sure. I don't even know what's going on right now. And we're holding 2 more Thalias. That's just gross. That's so bad. No attacks. I guess I could have attacked with Thalia first. See if they discard a card to like the Guardian and then play another Thalia. That would have been more efficient. Hey, we got a third land. Ugh, that's terrible. All right. I know this means they're probably going to get their third land right after this. And then we're going to do the Cathar dance. But kind of got to do what we got to do. All right. Attack, 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 attack. Actually, I should have just got in with the veterans, right? If they blocked veteran, dude, they would have taken 9. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they don't draw a third land and it's fine. We'll see. I don't know. This is going to be a gross finish. I mean, fortunately, we got that other big attack in, so it at least puts their life total low enough that even if they get the upper hand, they're not going to really be aggressive yet. So that's good. Okay. I mean, as I say, you have a lot of cards in hand. You might as well block, and yeah, that makes sense. All right. We're good with that. So they take 6, go to 5. They discard a card. Still have 2 blockers, possibly 3. If they get a Cathar, they end up with 4, because then they have... Yeah. Alright. We'll just have to see how this goes. I feel like we're still mostly okay. Because if they get a Cathar and they get our Cathar, then they get a creature. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. That was a gross looking game. Alright, so overall, this was pretty interesting. The only thing is it was short on land a couple of times, but then we had plenty the rest of the time. So I don't know if those are just anomalies or the way it plays. One thing I would say is if it does keep coming up short on land for you, we do have 22 lands, but a lot of our stuff is fairly cheap. But if you are short on lands enough, I would go ahead and just add an extra planes. Just move up to 23 lands, play 61 cards. I think that's the easy answer here. But if that's not an issue for you, you just play these 60. We got 4 Hopeful Initiate, 4 Recruitment Officer, 3 Surge of Salvation, 4 Coppercoat Scout, 2 Ossification, 4 Resolute Reinforcements, 4 Thalia, 4 Valiant Veteran, 3 Adeline, 4 Brutal Cathar, 2 Phyrexian Vindicator, 2 Iconjo, 17 Planes, 3 Mishra's Foundries. I'm just going to add the extra land, honestly. I'm just feeling it right now. I'm going to make it 61. We're going to go 18 Planes. Feel free to cut one of whatever if you want to, but I think all the cards were actually pretty good. So yeah, overall, y'all, I think this deck was actually very good. You're really good against mono red, unless you just get stuck on lands, obviously, like we saw. But have a decent amount of game against a variety of different decks. The one thing I would say is the control matchups could still be somewhat of an issue because of all the exile effects. But you kind of just got to deal with it, right? You got to hope Thalia helps you out a bit. Maybe you slow roll some cards that we have some stuff after the sweepers, but pretty much anything else you're gonna have a decent game with. I will say there's stuff if you're playing best of 3 that could solve some of those. More things to do with planeswalkers, more things like Invasion of Gobakhan, stuff like that could actually work very well for you. Or even the 3/3 cleric that you can name a card in their hand that costs 2 more. Any of those things would actually help out quite a bit. So you do have options if you want to go that route, or even make any changes to the main deck if you're having issues with those types of control decks. Otherwise, have fun with this one. Didn't have to change a lot of cards to update it and still have it be pretty good. And Surge of Salvation, while it wasn't super prevalent, was pretty good when it came up. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Thalia's Lieutenant. The reason I bring this card up is that it actually is still very useful in older formats. You do definitely see it in humans decks and other 60 card formats. And if you're playing humans in Commander, it's actually a decent addition. Just getting bigger for every human and giving bonuses, and that's great. The cool part about this card though is it's very, very cheap. It's still not over $1. If you want to get one of these, it's very easy to get your hands on them, and they're super affordable. It even is a type of card that's really good in a tournament deck and happens to be a budget card if you want to build something in paper for, say, Modern. So it's actually pretty sweet to have a card like this that exists. It's cheap and it's good in multiple formats. And I have to say, if you enjoyed today's deck and you're looking for another kind of updated thing that happens to be a White Aggro deck, we do have a Life Gain Angels deck and you may want to check that one out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.